go. Man, anybody out there had an incredible Resurrection Sunday? Man, so many people not only were reaching out to me, so many people were sending me messages. Uh, I want you to think about something too. When you think about Easter or gratitude, be in that moment, be in that feeling daily. Does that make sense? Have that attitude of gratitude daily. Just like how we're so grateful that our uh our father sacrificed so much for us. And you're grateful for that. Be in that every day about everything. Don't look at what's happening to you, say it's happening for you, right? I call them divine delays. You can take that with you. If you need that to kind of help you whoosah, just feel like it's divine delays. That's exactly what it is. Man, I am Coach Kev, Vice President with this amazing company. Continue to have the attitude of gratitude. Yes, Rod, you hit it. I'm pretty sure you're going to be not only dropping gems like that tonight, but you're going to be the beacon of hope for so many people, right? All of the leaders really that you're going to hear tonight will be the beacon of hope for you. And I want you to understand that where you are right now is not where you're going to stay. You're going to hear something a little bit different. We're not going to be here the whole hour, right? I want to share some stuff with you, and then I want you to hear from. Matter of fact, okay, I want to see what you think. So I'm going to be highlighting some leaders that are on the leaderboard. Would you want to hear from them right now, or would you rather me get into the training and then we hear from them at the end? Let's do a quick vote. Put it in the chat. Put now or later. That lets me know. Easy, right? Now or later, right? Not the candy. All right. Terry says now. Chelsea says now. Abundant Life says now. Hey, Dr. Sherry says now and later. Hey, I like that. Courtney says now. Now. All right. Time out. Stop. All right, I got it. I got it. Time out on the play. All right, that was unanimous. All right. Either y'all really want to hear them nuggets, or y'all just hate hearing from me. Which one is it? We want to hear them nuggets, Coach Cab. I got you. All right, let's go to this. Let me show you this really quick. Well, first, before I share my screen, I definitely want to give a huge shout out to every single leader, every person that's in this company that decide to partner up with us. Before I pass this baton over to these leaders, I want to give a huge shout out for Miss Thomas. Number one, this is the leaderboard for business builders, Diamond Brown. Number two, right now for business builders, Kasheen Hughes. Number three for business builders, Alexis. Top four, and Lemoy Patterson, top five. We have recent promotions. Rose, I see you on the move, man. She moving. Rose moving so fast. Rose forgot to put her picture. Right? We see you, Diamond. Congratulations on your promotion. Noah is coming hard, aggressively. Right? Lemoy Patterson definitely is there. Alexis McFarland killing the game. And rising stars, uh, uh, Dalia, Dominic Williams, Franchila, Johnny Johnson, Yolanda Whitlow. These are rising stars. That means they coming. That means they're plugged in. They're following their mentor. Huge shouts out to each and every one of you for doing everything you have to do. And if you're not on this leaderboard and you're going at it, you're connecting with prospect. Hey, you probably was connecting with some people yesterday. Don't act like you wasn't talking business yesterday. I had to control myself yesterday. So Huge shouts out to you. Even if you're not on the leaderboard yet, I know that you're pushing. And remember, just keep pushing, praying, and producing. You will be celebrated. So I'm celebrating you right now. Let's keep going. And now the main event, the top retail performers. We have Sheila Pullum Jr. just got promoted also to regional director. So not only is she number one on leaderboard for right now, she's just got promoted to regional director, and also she unlocked the infinity bonus, which gives her a passive income of $12,000 extra a year. I don't know about you. If you can use that, you need to get there. We do have with us Mr. Rod Farrell. Oh man, you guys are going to get a chance to hear from him shortly. Number two, knocking on the door of that next promotion. And not only is he unlocking already the $1,000 every 30 days, he's also knocking on the door on the $2,000, which I'm super excited for him and his amazing wife. You're gonna hear from him, Miss Kiana Dorsey. You're gonna hear from her, junior associate for right now. She's moving. She's aggressive. She's going after it. She has a heart to serve and a powerful, powerful story. Also, we have Charthenia. When you think about a power couple, right? You think about the Pharrells, you think about Try, you think about Rod, you think about what they're doing in the community and what they're willing to do for their team. It's something special in that household when you have both the husband and the wife on the leaderboard, and she coming for a promotion too. She's recently been promoted to sales director, which is an amazing feat. Continue to push, sis. Continue to go. Keep inspiring us. All right. And then I didn't get a chance to speak to Yoselin. Let me see if she responded back. 1 second. I don't know if she did. No, she didn't yet. She got tied up, but Sheila won't be able to make it, and Miss Chi won't be able to make it. But we do have Rob, we do have Kiana, right? We do have Tratina. They're going to get a chance to share with you some nuggets, tips from the top, things that they've done to not only build up a customer base, but how are they talking to their prospects? What are they saying? Is there a certain platform that they're on? I would want you guys to ask some questions inside of the chat as we bring them up one by one by one. I'm going to start with Mr. Rod Farrell right now. Sheila can't get on tonight. She's visiting her family in the care center, which we got to spend time with family. But I want you to know that you still have an incredible lineup here. We'll bring Sheila up another time as well. Now, I'm going to stop sharing this screen, and I'm going to bring up the man of the hour, and then we'll kind of get to everybody else as we go along. I love this because I move myself completely out of the way because we have world-class leadership. And not only in this gentleman has a heart of gold, but he's always been consistent. He's always going to look at the glass half full. This gentleman will give the shirt off his back. He's always helping somebody. He's always willing to serve. And of course, he is a veteran. So we definitely got to show him some love as well. Him and his amazing wife decided to go all out, not only build their business in Alabama, but all over the country. I have a lot of respect from this gentleman. I've learned a lot from this gentleman as well. And I'm telling you right now, when you think about excellence, when you think about a go-getter, when you think about someone who does not quit, I think his face is right there in the dictionary, smiling, ready to sign you up. So without further ado, managing director, soon to be regional director, Mr. Rod Farrell. Did you make it to the webinar, sir, the training?
Yes, man. Yes, sir, I did. I thank you so much, Coach, for allowing me to be able to speak tonight and share on the stage with you. And I'm grateful for that because That is the reason for the season. That is the I love the way you said divine delays. That's amazing. That's real mindset right there, because you got to be
Mhm.
grateful for each and everything and each and every day, because we get to do our business. We get to wake up every day. And I thank you, Coach, for allowing me to share. Well, guys, um, I was tasked with giving you 3 tips that I practice each and every day. And the first one is my favorite. It's being consistent. Being consistent when it's boring, right? When you know you got 50 calls, you committed to 50 calls that day, and you at the 25th call, and you can quit. It's your business. You can say, "Oh well, I've done enough today," or you can just reach down inside and know that you doing that 50 call is going to pay off down the road, right? That's what we do when no one's looking. That's where success is born. The repetitive stuff that you do each and every day that's aligned with you winning. That's number one for me. I try to make sure I spend that time each and every day. Guys, I work a full-time job, 70 hours a week. And I still make time because I've made a commitment to spend that time each and every day working on my business. And so should you. The second bullet point I have here is your net work is your net worth. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, and I said this last night when I was doing the onboarding. Guys, what we have in our hand is a blessing. It's a blessing to bless so many people. That's why we shouldn't be ashamed to share it. Because, see, you do understand that when you're blessed with a blessing, you have a responsibility to share that blessing and be a blessing to someone else, right? That's exactly what we have in our hands. So I don't mean be spammy, but I mean we got to get out here and make some connections and have those conversations. It's going to be always a spot in that conversation where you'll be able to answer those questions and tell somebody what it is that we do. But you got to have the conversations first. You got to meet people that you didn't know yesterday. Listen, my wife and I, for her birthday, I'll tell her, she might throw a shoe at me or something, but she said for her birthday she wanted to go to Rock City Church in Birmingham. It's a real big church. We drove up and got there early, had real good seats. So a young lady sat down beside me right in the middle of service, right? We were worshiping, and I said, "Hi, how you doing? I'm Rod Farrell. I'm from Mobile." She said, "Yes, my name, I can't even remember her name, but I've been following up with her." But she said, "I live here in Birmingham, and my husband and I has an insurance brokerage." So now we're worshiping. But right then and there, I got her I got her social media and gave her mine. I said, okay, this is an opportunity to share this blessing with this lady. Of course, my wife bumped me real hard. I need to pay attention to the service. But it's always there. It's always there. Nobody's safe. You know why? Because it's not what it'll do for us. It's because what it'll do for them. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. What it's going to do for them, right? The blessing that they're going to get. Now, the third bullet point I have here is bet on you. Bet on you, your brand, right? Listen, if you were buying stocks today and you were researching some stocks to buy, right, for your future, for your family's future, and you came up on the board, would you bet on you? Would you buy your stock? Are you presenting yourself in a way that you would invest in you? We should be doing that each and every day. Each and every day. We should be in the rooms. Our name should be ringing out in certain rooms each and every day. Because what we have is just that special. It's just that special. It's so special that you got to treat your business like it's already on the New York Stock Exchange. Your brand. And your brand is something that you yourself would invest in. And you already have. You already have. It's just, what are you going to do with it now? Where are we going to take this thing? And I'm so excited, guys. about where this fintech market is going, powered by this vehicle that we call Freedom Path. We're helping a lot of people all over this country. And I'm so excited where this is going, right? Coach asked me about my goal. My goal is in the next quarter to make my brokerage a six-figure brokerage. There is no I'm trying. There is no I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that with my team, with the people that are here, with the people that we're bringing in, because we know if I help them, I'll be helping myself. I really, really believe that. I believe that in the next quarter, this is going to be a six-figure brokerage, right? And we're going to do that as a team. It's not me. There's no I, it's us. I have some great leaders, great leaders on my team that are here every day, down in the grinding with me each and every day, grinding with us, learning, putting their brand out there, getting in certain circles, making a dedication to make those calls, right? Such as my beautiful wife, Miss Trithena, Dr. Christopher Groves, Miss Tiffany West, Miss Kim Mattis, Mr. Lamoy Patterson. He came onto this thing rolling. Guys, you saw him on the leaderboard. He hasn't even been in a month yet, but he understands the assignment. Miss Tiffany West, I think I mentioned her. Mr. Calvin McConico, right? Miss Amanda Patterson, Mr. Donnie Hudson, Miss Kevlin Eberhardt, Miss Deshae, Desiree Thompson. She's been hanging in here making it happen. And also Miss Courtney Johnson. These are the people. It's not I, it's us. These are the people that are rolling up their sleeves, believing in themselves, and doing the actionable steps each and every day to make their brokerage where it needs to be. I told you that my goal was to make my brokerage in the next 6 months a six-figure brokerage. But also with that, before December, I want to make 50 more people's brokerage do the same. And that's my goal. And that's my story. And I'm sticking to it. Thank you so much, Coach, for giving me an opportunity to share.
Wow, wow, wow. Man, oh man. Thank you. Uh, thank you. You had me at the first one, consistency. So, man, anybody have any questions for Rod? Anybody have any questions for him pertaining to his activity, his mindset? What is he told you what he's doing. He gave you the vision. He gave you his goal. Anybody have any questions for him right now while you got him up? Let me know. Thank you so very much, Rod. Man, I love when you said bet on you. Would you buy your stock? Man, that was a powerful question. And I feel like sometimes we have to, all the time actually, we need to ask ourselves that so we can level up, so we can compete higher or better than the competition. So all right, it looks like there's no questions. Look like y'all got it. Rod, thank you so very much. I appreciate you more than you know. This was man, what I love about your story is that you said a lot of things, but one of the things that also stuck out to me is that you said you work a full-time job. So I got a question for you, right? So working a full-time job, how do you're married, right? We're about to hear from Trithena shortly. You got a family. How do you, I'm not gonna say balance, but between your full-time job, what are times of the day are you working a business specifically? Go ahead and share that real quick.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I had to commit to that because at first I was all over the place. And I think that's why these trainings, like the accountability sessions, are so important. I think it was Dr. Tangela Collins Myers that talked about setting times out each and every day that you're going to work your business and you stick to it. I don't take lunch breaks at my job. My lunch breaks that I take, I close my door in my office and I work my business. I take a lunch with me, right? And I get at it because I know if I don't do it, it don't get done. When I get off in the evening, then it's all about my team, right? I'm going to try to get everybody on our events, and I'm calling people saying, hey, what's going on? How can I help you? And I've made a commitment to that, and I think that is what works.
Wow. Wow. Thank you for that. And those of you who are listening and you're saying to yourself, man, he literally just removed your excuse with 70 hours, right? You know, you want to know what he eating for lunch? Customers, three-way calls, rebuttals, follow-up, right? Man, powerful, powerful, powerful. Thank you so very much for sharing. And I know a lot of people work full-time jobs and they may not realize that they have the time. And you said, and I wrote it, you said you set a time. You heard this from Dr. Tangela Collins Meyer, another powerhouse leader, vice president, soon to be RVP in this company. She said, set a time and stick to it. And no matter what, it goes back to what you said earlier about commitment, right? Well, after it feels all good, when things are up and down, you still commit to the time as best as you could. So I love it, man. Thank you so very much, Rod. Man, let me see if there's any questions now. I don't want them to be like, man, we had questions. Okay, Rod, yeah, we could. Yeah, all right. So look, Rowena said, I need to commit. Look, that one message is worth it all right there. Man, I love it. I love it. That was the plan. Thank you again, Rod. I appreciate you so very much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, that was so amazing. Man, oh man. I hope you guys got value from that. Powerful. Yes, 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 yes. Number two. Look. Now, if you don't know, you can log into your back office and see it for yourself. Right? Right. Hopefully, maybe next week I'll talk to the leaders to see if I'll see who's training next week to see if we can get these top business builders to share, their story. This is the Lemoy guy Rod was talking about right here. So I think that would be powerful as well. So let's bring up the next powerhouse, Miss Kiana Dorsey, mother of four, go-getter. She said something the other day on one of our meetings, and she said, I gave that last job back. And I want you to hear her story. Not only does she message me, she calls me. Coach, let's do another private Zoom. Coach, let's do a three-way call. Coach, I can't do it, but can you help with it? She's all on it. Give me something to post. I already got something to post. Matter of fact, here's some stuff that I'm posting. I'm talking about all in. If you go to her page right now, she's posting, she's messaging people, she's following up with people. She's already reached out to every person that she knows. She's constantly creating and adding to her list. And when you hear her why, when you hear why she's aggressively going, I'm going to tell you what I think happened. Kiana, tell me if I'm wrong. Let me make you co-host real quick. I think when she left Atlanta, bruh, she turned up. She didn't look back. She didn't look back. Her and her business partner you know what, Kiana, make sure you let them know how you got to Atlanta. I think that was the ignite. Think about it. That ignited the fire, and she didn't look back. So without further ado, junior associate, soon to be senior associate, and then sales director right shortly after that. Top producing Kiana Dorsey. The floor is yours.
Hey, Coach, can you hear me and see me okay?
Absolutely. I can see you with that money freedom path green on. I smell it. And congratulations. I see that certification behind you. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the future is fintech. Yes. Okay, thank you for letting me be able to share this platform with you, Coach. I want to give it back to you for a second because without your mentorship and your leadership, I wouldn't be possible. So thank you. And guys, like he said, I am a single mom of 4. And when I got started with network marketing, oh my God, it was like foreign language to me. But I was working, believe it or not 1, not 2, not 3. I was working 4 jobs, right? So when the pandemic hit, I got put on furlough. I ended up losing 3 out of the 4. So I held on to that one. And everybody was like, oh, it's not safe for you to be here and this and that. So they let me go. And I'm like, okay. So by me working for a job, y'all know I was close to 200 hours every week, like missing everything. I was missing any little thing my kids had at school. They was in after school activities. I was missing that. I'm like, mama, sorry, y'all, baby. Mama, sorry. I got tired of saying it. They got tired of hearing it. I know they did. But once I sit them down and talk to them, they're like, okay, mom, we understand, And so, I'm like, I talked to my best friend, my sister, my business partner, Lakeisha McCaleb, and I'm like, sis, I got to file for unemployment. I'm like, I'm down to my last job, barely making nothing. Now they kept me with one job that was making the least amount of money. And I'm like, yeah, I got 4 kids. What am I gonna do with this? And so the unemployment started running out. I took my last, y'all don't understand me. I took my last unemployment check. When my business partner called me, like, sis, you gotta hear this information. You gotta get on. She would call me on the phone, excited, talking, just telling me little bits and pieces about. I'm like, girl, whatever. So she was like, no, sis, for real. Like, I know your situation. Me and her talk all the time. She called me just having a regular conversation. Like, hey, you gotta take a chance. So what I do, I bet on me. I'm like, I'm looking at my kids like, man, my back up against the wall. I can't go nowhere but up. So I'm always up for a challenge. So I'm like, okay, my work ethic is out this world. So she knew that. And she was like, okay, so what you think, sis? I'm like, send me your link. I know me, I know people. I would talk to a fly on the wall. Send me your link. Got started, and it's been up from there. Like, yeah, it's been to where I got my time freedom back. I mean, just being coachable. I'm always staying a student. I'm always copying the right cat. You got to learn how to be quiet and just listen sometimes. And so I took her advice. I got started. And when I say it was the best decision I could have ever made, I it was at the point to where it was either do I feed my kids or do I pay my bills? So how bad did I really want it? I needed to breathe. I wanted like I needed to breathe. And so now with this company, she called me and was like, oh my God, sis, it's this, and this. You got to hear this information. I'm like, here we go again. I said, okay, sis, it's you. I said, okay, I trust you. People do business with people they know and they trust. So I said, okay. She called me excited. Like she was excited about the comp plan. And when they explained the comp plan to me, I'm like, wait a minute, no specific title, no. I said, man, I didn't have the 129. I paid the 129, but y'all, what I do? I robbed Peter to pay Paul. I borrowed from my chime. I had to pay it back, but I ain't missed that money because I made it back. And so what I did was, once I got started with this company, man, it's been up. So I get on one of the calls one day, and Keisha was like, oh yeah, her and Coach Kel was talking about something completely different. And out of the blue, I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna be there, coach. He like, wait a minute, Kiana, you just got in last week. Y'all gonna be where? Atlanta. You gotta be in a room. Like it's a different feel when you get in that room with all these great, amazing leaders. Man, they give you when I left Atlanta, it's been, and coach, you're right. It's been up and it's been stuck. Like I've been nonstop. And to think that, yeah, I just got started with a full-time job today. Full-time job today, but it's all about what are you willing to sacrifice. And because of my sacrifices, when I tell you I'm able to take trips, I'm able to go on field trips with my kids. The other week I went to Jefferson City with my son. He's the president of the 4-H club. When I say this is my baby, come here, baby. When I say this is my baby, he would tell you. We had fun. And when he was so proud I was there. He was so proud.
It was. I have a lot of gratitude that my mom was able to be there with me on such an important event, especially when I'm meeting state senators, when I'm meeting members of the House of Representatives at the Capitol of the place that I lived for a majority of my life, and seeing not only me leading most of the conversations with all of these important people, taking pictures with them, I was up close and personal to see, the people in House of Representatives talking to one another about what they're going to do about this, what they're going to do about that. And it just feels so wholesome to me that I'm able to do these things because of who I come from and the opportunities that I'm allowed to do and have because she is a part of my life and she's helping me and influencing me with these things. And it's important that she's influencing me to do these things because if she wasn't, I wouldn't be the person that I was today.
And I just love the fact that I can go on field trips. That was so important to him. He's the president of 4-H, y'all. And it's like, I'm learning what it is. It's my son talking to the state senators up there at the Capitol. And I'm looking at my son like, that's my baby. I can do that now. Like, y'all, that feels so good. And it's like, thanks to this, like the things that I do is me making sacrifices as far as my tips, y'all. These are my tips. I have to stay coachable. And if y'all go to my page, y'all will see I'm very consistent. I'm very intentional. And you have to have that mustard seed for the ones who feel like, oh, this is not for me, this is not working. No, have that little mustard seed because I go for the nose. I love the nose. I go for the nose. Like that sacrifice I make, I don't watch TV. I don't. If I see any news, it might be me scrolling through Facebook about ready to make a post or steal somebody post and go put it on my page and liven it up. I have to I do these because I look at my kids. Like if I don't do it, ain't nobody else gonna do it for them. I've been doing follow-ups. When I tell y'all the fortune is really in the follow-ups, y'all, these leaders are not telling y'all this for nothing. They not. When are y'all gonna start grasping it? The fortune is in the follow-up, y'all. And then I run ads. And so it's like I've been mastering the invites, my biggest thing, and Coach Kev will witness to this, I leverage my 3-way calls with Coach Kev. I really do. That's what really get them closed, y'all. I'm telling y'all, just be coachable and just, be intentional. If y'all gonna do anything, and if y'all take anything away from this, what I'm telling y'all is like, my goal is to help 100 more single moms to get to their time freedom, to be able to be there for their children, their grandkids. Now I'm here for my grandson and my kids, and it's amazing feeling. So I put in the effort. If I can go do a 9 to 5 somewhere, I can do a 9 to 5 for me. So if y'all don't take anything else that I'm saying, y'all, when I say it's go time, if y'all don't see me in the forefront, that means I'm working. I'm constantly working. I can't give up. I won't give up. I can't stop, and I won't. And the way we got to the ATL, oh my God, we didn't know how we was getting there. We didn't have no money for real to get there. We was on literally a hope and a prayer. Keisha said, wait a minute, we going to ATL? I say, yeah. She said, okay, sis, I got the car. I said, I'll come up with the money. Let's put 2 and 2 together, but we got to be in that room. And ever since then, we just been going. So that's all I got, Coach. So thank you for having me tonight.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for that. I'm just thank you. Your son, man, you could, man, he sound like a boss. Man, I love how eloquent he sounds. I love his mindset. You could just tell. He's destined
He
for
watches me.
great.
He's 14.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Man, I was 14. My mom would have told me to talk in front of all these people. Man, my brain would have sat back down. I would have been so scared. He just, bam, 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 bam. That wasn't even rehearsed.
No, it was not. It was not.
Wow,
He's
man.
sitting here, he listens to my webinars. He be my right hand.
I actually have a headache.
Please let me know your next fundraiser. Let me know so I could, so I can help. You can just call me Uncle Kev. Please let me know the next fundraiser you have, man. Please, please. All right. We love your mom more than you know. And what she just did helped a lot of people, and what you just did helped a lot of people. So we appreciate you for sharing as well. Thank you, Kiana, for everything that you do. I appreciate your tenacity. And definitely next time y'all about to go somewhere, hit me up, man. I can put some money down on that gas. Just let your boy know something. So but I appreciate you so very much for sharing. And where you are right now is just a pit stop. I love everything you said. One thing you said, two things I got. You said I borrowed from my Chime. Does that mean you talking about Chime the bank? The bank
Yeah,
card?
my Chime, yeah, you can borrow, like it has a My Pay on there. So I borrowed from the Chime and give you an amount, a limit that you can borrow. Like if you've been getting deposits, so many deposits to your Chime, it'll say, okay, well, you get up to a limit of 297 or something like that. So whatever you borrow, whenever another deposit hit, it'll take it from that, and then you can have whatever's left.
So that can be an opportunity to counsel prospects in another solution. Hey, you got Chime? You ever got your money dropped into your Chime? Maybe you can get, it fronted, and maybe that can be another solution, no different from Klarna or Zip or Affirm, right?
It's
I guess.
similar to that. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
got it, man. And those are all fintech companies, by the way, overall. So Cash App, somebody said Cash App lets you borrow as well. Liz,
It
look,
do.
y'all got solutions inside of the chat, and you just heard solutions on how you can help your client resolve their issue if they don't have the money to get enrolled. But I want you to also understand that was at the time we didn't have this dollar. If y'all don't take advantage of this dollar, this 14-day trial, yes, you can enroll someone for the bundle and all these other things, but that dollar, think about what Kiana just said. She didn't have the money. Oh, so many people out here are praying for opportunity. They just haven't heard it from you yet. And when they hear it's $1 versus 129 or versus this, I'm telling you, they will move on it because you decided to share that with them, man. Kiana, thank you again, Miss Dorsey, for everything you do. Phenomenal job. I appreciate you. Man, man, this is man. Hey, look, I, this the training. Right? I'm getting myself out of the way, right? I want you to hear from these leaders who are doing the doing. This is not even all the leaders, right? These are people and leaders that are highlighted on bringing in customers, right? There's so many other leaderboards that we have that you definitely want to make sure you pay attention to. And one day you also will be on that leaderboard. Now let's bring up Trathina, the boss with the sauce. Man, I'm pretty sure you guys know exactly who this lady is, and if you don't, you about to find out today. This is Mrs. Farrell. I love her energy, love her mindset. Not only is she always serving, always serving, but she's willing to help anybody. She has a heart of gold. Not only, I want you to know that when you hear from Try, I want you to think about your favorite aunt, your favorite sister. I want you to think about somebody who will help anybody. Here's what I want you to do as she's explaining to you her goals, things that she's doing, her mindset. See yourself as doing that too. Believe you can do it. With no hype, no fluff, she's just gonna give it to you 100. And I love it because when she explains or she shares, it's you gonna take it or you gonna leave it. Because guess what she gonna do? She gonna keep doing what she doing because she knows it worked. Without further ado, top producing sales director, soon to be managing director, right? Powerhouse, the other half of the power couple in the Farrell household, Trathina Farrell. The floor is yours.
Well, hello, coach, and thank you. I just want to first give it back to you and just let you know how much I appreciate you. I appreciated you before I even really started talking with you. You just don't know when Rod and I first got into network marketing and we met Coach Kev. Coach Kev, at the very beginning, you were busy. You were telling stories, like you say, stories. You tell a story and stories sell. tell stories, they say are right. Because people need to know that what they're being introduced to is real, that there are real people that are being that's involved in these stories. And that's a lot of what needs to take place. We need to make sure that we tell the stories, not just our own story, because we talk to so many people and everybody have a story. Some stories are the same, some stories are different. And I can remember, guys, when I first got started in network marketing, and I had a mentor. And this mentor, I tell you, you always have that fear of saying, well, somebody's going to judge me. Somebody's going to say I mispronounced a word. How would they know if you mispronounced a word? Because they probably mispronouncing it themselves. And some words can be pronounced so many different ways. And I know, I'm saying a lot, but guys, it's a lot of encouragement here. We got to be consistent. But that gentleman, what he told me was, he said, look, what I want you to do is I want you to read this book. And I can tell if you read this book because I'm listening and I'm looking for you to say some key things to me. And if you don't say those things to me in our conversation, because I'm going to ask you some questions, and if you don't say them, I'm going to know you didn't read that book. So, I thought I could just kind of scan through that book a little bit. And what happened was he said, look, you didn't read the book. Click. That's all he said. He didn't even say bye. So you know what I did? I cried. And I mean, I cried. And I cried to Roy. Roy said, well, what did he tell you? I said, well, he told me I needed to read that book. I said, and I did. He said, no, evidently you didn't read that book the right way. He said, so you go back and you read that book and you make notes. You make notes because the notes are what's going to help you. You go back and you take that and read over those notes more than one time. And then sometimes, guys, we have to go back and read that book again. And sometimes if you're not a reader, there's audio. And then when somebody introduces a book to you, don't just say, oh, okay. Because I fought myself for some of those things. I just said, oh, okay, I'll get the book, but I'm not going to read it right then, right? But there's audio. So what Rod and I do now is we put on audio at night when we get ready to go to bed. We start off listening to that book. We may listen to the entire book, but we keep that book on the entire night until the next day when the sun come up. It's just a constant replay. So this is just thriving and digging into our brain, right? And we talk about it. We bounce off each other. And I want to say that's one thing that we do. And guys, I have a routine in the mornings, every morning now when I wake up. And this routine, I had to write it on paper. I got it on the refrigerator. I have it on my boards. I have even some stickers in the bathroom. But we wake up and we do prayer first thing in the morning because we know that everything starts off with honoring and giving praise to our Heavenly Father, because He is the one that takes care of us, that protects us, give us that joy, give us that ability to be able to speak. We are the vessels, because you don't ever know who you're going to encounter in that day in your travel. So we have to remember that. From that, we go into saying to anybody, happy birthday. We do that on our social media. We go from happy birthday, then we start posting. We do our morning, if it's a spiritual, if it's an engagement, because there are so many different type of posts that you can put out there. But you have to remember, you always remember, post for your business also, because we are not secret keepers. We have to keep it going. From that, I start my day. And when I'm out and about taking care of business, going to a meeting, whatever the case may be, I'm in the elevator. Hey, how you doing? Ooh, I like those shoes. Wow, nice pocketbook. Hey, you know what? Where did you find that jacket at, man? Or guy? Hello? I like that jacket. I'd like to find my husband one of those. Nobody is safe. So if I get the conversation going, then I can easily say, well, what are you here for? What do you do every day? And they start the conversation off. And if they don't ask me, I just volunteer and tell them what I got going on, whether you're interested or not. And I just let them know if it's not for you, you may know somebody. And then what do? Pop! I pop that business card on them and say, hey, please share. Whether they share or not, I know I've done my part. I've done my part. I'm sharing the information, letting them know I am not a secret keeper. And that's the only way we're going to keep on thriving. But again, guys, remember, we have to have pen and paper. We have to make notes. We have to remember it's all about the consistency. So you set your goals. You make sure you do follow-ups. Take numbers. I write on anything. If somebody say, well, I need that help, take my number. I put out a receipt. I put out a chewing gum wrapper, a candy wrapper. It doesn't matter. And I make sure I put that in a secure place so that way I can reach back out to that person. And guys, that's a lot of my story. And but like Rod said, and the young lady before, I'm sorry, I can't really remember the name, but you share so much good information, and I love your son's voice, and he's going a lot of places. But like she was saying, the follow-up, 3-way calls, and those are so important. And talk with your mentor. Don't look for your mentor to call you. Reach out, send a text message, even if it's just a emoji saying a smiley face or something saying hello, just so that way you can stay on your mentor's mind, and you're staying on their mind and they're staying on your mind. You got to keep that communication open, because if not, you'll be stuck. You'll be stuck in your business. And it's one thing about it. You got a business, but you're not by yourself. You'll never be by yourself, because you got so much help and so many people that are here willing to help you and encourage you. So again, we are not secret keepers. We're going to keep planting these seeds. We're going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And guys, look at the harvest. Just look at the harvest. You only grow if you want to go. Thanks, Coach. Love you. Mwah. Love everybody.
Wow, Trithena, thank you so very much. I told y'all she gonna give it to you, man. Oh man, you said so much. Anybody got any questions for her? Drop it inside the chat. Man, I love. I got quite a bit of notes. A few things I just want to mention. You said don't look for your mentor to call you. Wow. I don't think I've heard that too many times. I had to learn that early in my career, when I was reaching out to my mentor. That was a major nugget. And then I realized when I kept reaching out to my mentor to schedule the 3-way calls, he was there to do the meeting. He was there, but trying to baby me every day, all day. And I'll never forget the first time I asked my mentor, I said, man, you don't even call me, man, to motivate me, man. He said, I wasn't even Coach Kev at the time. He said, Mr. Blake, I'm not looking to motivate people. I'm looking for people that's motivated. I said, oh Lord. Right. So man, that was super, super powerful. The other thing I love, Tri said, not only prayer, but it sounds like she's also praying over her business, right? She's praying consistently. And when you think about that, you don't want to just pray when you're trying to get a promotion. Been there. You don't want to pray when you're just trying to get an income, a certain income. Been there. Right? You need to be praying the good, the bad, the ugly. Remember what I said at the top of the call? It's not what's happening to you, it's what's happening for you, right? These are divine delays, right? The birthday blitz, powerful. Posting, marketing, right? Sparking conversation. You heard Rod say it. You heard Tri say it. Nobody's safe. You heard Kiana say it. Nobody is safe. What's that mean? She just said we're not a secret keeper. You're not a secret agent. Everybody got to get this work. People was messaging me, calling me yesterday. Happy Resurrection Day, hey man. Happy Resurrection Day, man. I'm excited, man. I'm grateful for what Jesus continued to do for us, but what he did for the cross, on that cross, man, changed the trajectory of all of our lives. We don't deserve this. And then I asked him, how's business? How's life treating him? What's going on in life. Once we got past that, and guess what? They're excited because they want somebody to ask them how things is going. Remember, who everything will won't, who everything won't will. But you heard Try talk about nobody being safe. And you heard that multiple times. So you want to make sure you go after each and every person as often as you can. And the other thing is, she said, tell your story. Not just your story, tell other people's story. Tell the stories you heard tonight. Tell Dr. Kofa's story. Tell Chelsea Conley's story. Tell Brenda's story. Tell Dr. G's story. Tell Dr. Sherry's story. Tell Dr. Tangela Collins Meyer's story. Tell Kiana's story. Tell Lamoy's story. Tell Lee Caldwell's story. Tell Rod's story. Tell my story. Tell Tara's story. Your story. You're writing your story. Do whatever it takes to continue to build your business. Work on you. You have all the help you need. But don't be hard on yourself. Have urgency. But remember, there's a learning curve. You're learning new terms. You're learning new things. Don't give yourself a way out, though. You heard Rod mention if you have a schedule, stick to it. He got that from a mentor. He's sticking to it. You heard Try tell your story. Nobody's safe. You know why I put laugh out loud? She said, if I don't have nothing to write, a receipt, bubble gum, a blank piece of paper, she going everywhere. She gonna get them digits, right? And I don't know if you caught that. Ladies, she dropped a nugget on you. Let's say, for instance, a guy got a nice jacket on, so you don't get him to go after a different opportunity. Guess what you're gonna tell him? Man, I like that. I like that jacket, man. I'm thinking about buying one of them for my husband. Boom. You can spark conversation without worrying about him going after you. Y'all ladies know what I'm talking about. If you hear what I'm saying, put amen in the chat, ladies. Ladies, put amen in the chat if you get what I'm saying. If you picking up what I'm throwing down, put amen in the chat. Fellas, I'm going to flip it on you. You can do the same thing. Man, girl, man, I love those shoes, man. I could buy those shoes for my wife, man. Where'd you get those shoes from? Oh, I got these from Hollister. Fellas, we can do the same thing. Fellas, put amen in the chat. Put amen in the chat. Sometimes the ladies think you're trying to talk to them and you're just trying to talk to them, right? That's all you're trying to do, right? So I want you to take whatever you need to take from this. Look at this like a buffet table. Take what you need, leave what you don't. You heard some powerful stories today. Let me put this up full mass, just in case you forgot who you were hearing, right? Let me pull this up really quick. 1 second. Man, that was the whole training, guys. That's it. I had some stuff I was going to go over, but we're going to do that another time. I think this was better. You just heard from Powerhouse, Mr. Rod Farrell. You just heard from Kiana Dorsey. You just heard from Trithena Farrell. I want you to really understand where you are is not where you're going to stay. You are next. You got to see yourself in them. They gave you nuggets. They gave you information. They gave you ideals, things that you can use to help you build your business. And when you hear jobs, 4 jobs, 3 jobs, 1 job, when you hear working 200 hours, when you hear working 70 hours, what's your excuse? What's your excuse? There is none. There is none. Man, I hope you guys got value today. I'm so excited. I want to run through a raw, super, super proud of these leaders, not only doing what they have to do behind the scenes, but also being willing to share the information with you. And sometimes, and I'm going to leave you with this, sometimes, let me let you in my world. So I had a training. Look, I still got it right here. Let me show you. But because I'm always prayed up, let me just show you. I want you to understand, sometimes you just got to be obedient, right? So tips from the top. I knew y'all was gonna say y'all want to hear from them, by the way, first. So you heard them from the top, right? And I was just gonna go over some information, go over this, right? Break down some numbers, all this good stuff. But let me tell you what was better, what you just experienced. We can go over numbers another day. The reality is you got touched today. You got touched today, the transparency. And when you think about what you're fighting for, you just heard they're wise. Are you going to have a six-figure brokerage? Are you going to be able to position yourself so you can not miss special moments with your kids? Are you going to be the next person that changed someone's life because you decided to say something? What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give up the shows? Are you willing to give up TV for a little bit? Are you willing to give up what you do on your normal routine? Shake it up. That extra time you have when you get out of work, forget if you're tired. Drink some coffee, keep going. Kiana said it and I wrote it down. She said, I could do a 9 to 5 for me. Did you catch that? She said, if I go do a 9 to 5 for them, I could do a 9 to 5 for me. Remember, you're going to work full time on your job, part time on your fortune. People think the 9 to 5 is where it's at. You want to know where the magic's made? The 5 to 9 after you get out of work. The weekend warriors, the people that's on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, because that's the only time you got. We have an opportunity to change lives. This next week, we have a presentation happening tomorrow. Oh, let me give you this update for the schedule. I forgot. I was going to say that at the end, but let me just give it to you now. So we recently changed the presentation schedule. So Ignite, I know we're supposed to have one at 9, but it's only going to be Wednesdays and Fridays for now. Okay? Wednesdays and Fridays. You got me? No, I think Broker Breakthrough is still Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know if I put the wrong thing there. Let me see. So Ignite, remember, it's going to be Wednesdays and Fridays. So keep that in mind. The next event that you want to invite for is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me go on. Let me make sure it's in the back office because I think I just mixed myself up. Let me just make sure. Let me look on the event calendar. Yes. Let me share my screen so you guys can see it. We talked about this on Saturday. This is the one you need to be inviting for right here. 8 p.m. tomorrow. Invite. Use everything you heard today to help catapult you to going aggressive at inviting. Thank you so very much, Trithena. Thank you so very much, Rod. Thank you, Kiana, for sharing. I know everybody got a lot of value. Remember, man, this is our moment. Before you know it, it's checkout time. Every moment counts. Everything matters. You matter. You matter. And this is not just a company. We're a family. And no family is perfect. Find me a perfect family. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. But what we gonna do is we're all going to get to the top together. It's more than enough. And we're gonna hold you accountable. We're gonna help you. Huge shouts out to all of the leaders that invest time on the 7 o'clocks, on the Mentorship Mondays, the Sunday. You heard Rod say he did a presentation yesterday. Think about that. It was Easter Sunday. He could have been with his family. The sacrifices, all because we love you and we want you to win. But we're not gonna give you no way out. We're going to give you every opportunity for you to have success. Lean on your mentor. Do the three-way calls. Call them. Schedule a meeting with them. Set up a new private Zoom. You already launched your business. Relaunch it again. Reach out to your mentor. This is it. Remember, the last day of the volume month is on the 30th. You can dictate your paycheck by going hard right now. All right. I love you. I'm 6 minutes over. I'll see you on the other side. And you welcome, you welcome, you welcome. Oh, that's what I meant to tell y'all. I wanted to train on something. Bro, I was asking God how I needed to go. And my spirit, when Ra was talking, my spirit literally told me, Charlotte, what happened in Charlotte? There's a Charlotte event. 1 second. Wait, I think it's on here. I just seen it just now. Let me scroll down. Boom. But my spirit told me to just let everybody fly. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad we did that. Let me share my screen. And you gotta sometimes just get yourself out of the way, bro. You gotta just get yourself out of the way. So April 26th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, free for guests, $10 for brokers. It's gonna be in North Carolina. If you go in your back office under the event tab, reach out, get there, start promoting, start inviting guests. You can create a Eventbrite. Any leader who's going to be presenting at this presentation would like to kind of share about North Carolina if possible. If you don't, it's fine. But I want you guys to know this is an event. We got to pack this room out. Hey, our very own regional vice president, Dr. Kovac, just said, we need to pack this room out. So everybody here, I don't know how many people at whole, but let's commit to inviting guests. The 26th is right around the corner, right? It's about 5 days from now. So you want to invite. It holds 70, right? And don't worry. There's going to be a sign-in sheet. So let's say, for instance, you physically can't make it. You can still invite. They're going to make sure they connect your client, your prospect, to you. They're going to make sure they sign up with you. And remember, we have great integrity in this company. I've never had an issue with that, and you shouldn't either. So keep in mind, they're going to take care of your guests. They're going to take care of them. Get them inside of that room. There's a massive movement going on in North Carolina. You do not want to miss that. So don't forget, it's in your back office. Let me show you how to get there. It's in your back office. You go straight to the events tab and you just scroll down and you will see it right here. Boom. The address is right here as well. All right. Pull up. I'll see you guys on the other side. We love you. Have a good night.